get started. You have to log in into the IT portal, and once you are into the page, click on File Now. In File Now, select the assessment year as 2022-23 and click the online mode. Click on Continue and start new filing. Once select individual, continue. Since we are doing the ITR-2 form filling, proceed with ITR-2 selection and continue. And then file taxable income is more than the basic exemption limit. Under income, select by default everything. If you have house property, then you can select this. Otherwise, you can forego this. You can unselect this and you can continue with the other things. Click on confirm and proceed, and this tick mark appears here. So we have taken care of 2. Next is the capital gains. Capital gains is basically your stocks, shares, land, building, and all those things. So please select the type of capital assets sold by you in order to continue. If you have sold property, house, rent, house, commercial building, shop, plot, land, etc., select this. Not applicable in my case. Next is equity share or unit of equity oriented mutual fund or unit of a business trust on which STT is based. So this will be a yes for me because I have sold equity shares. Next is equity of a share or unit of equity oriented fund on which STT is paid under section 112A. Now there is 111A and 112A. So basically 112A is the long term capital gain and 111A is the short term capital gain. So check in both those things. If you have short term and long term, click on continue. Let's go one by one. First is the equity share of mutual fund under 111A. So this is short term capital gain. So let's select this here and click to add details. Let's click on this. For me, 111A will be applicable. 115 is for FII. So for this, let's go to the P&L statement which we have downloaded from Zerodha. So what you have to do is go to guides and there download the P&L statement. I have created a separate video on that. The description of how to download the P&L tax statement from Zerodha is available in the description section below or on the I link at the top right section of your screen. What I have done is, once I have downloaded the report, I went to the equity part. Under equity, if I go to the top, I will see that I have short-term profit and long-term profit. I also have intraday speculative profit, which tells me that I cannot fill ITR-2, I'll have to fill ITR-3. But for now, since I'm explaining you ITR-2, I'll just consider these 2 things. Now here, just scroll down. This is the intraday part. If I select down, this is the short-term income, short-term trading. So what I have done is I have just added a sum formula and I have done a total of all these buy values. So whatever buy values I have for short-term trading, I have done a sum on those. My figure comes to 449306, which is reflected here in this particular row. So 449306, this is my buy value. 475306 is my sell value and 25999 is my profit. So in ITR, your full value of consideration means the sell value, so it will be 475306. 475306. Then deductions under section 48, cost of acquisition without indexation. So this is the purchase value, which is 449306. And you cannot enter decimal values here, so you'll have to just round it up. And then if you want to add any other taxes, brokerages, which in my case, so this is 110 rupees for me, I'll add 110 rupees. So this is that my total profit is 25,890. Now there is a loss to be disallowed under section 94.7 and 94.8. So this is basically where you purchase a particular stock knowing that the company is about to declare dividend, and once the dividend is declared and money is credited into your account, you sell the stock back, and basis that you try to evade the taxes. So if you have anything like that, you fill in the values here. For me it will be 0, and basis that my total short-term capital gain is calculated. Click on add and you are done with the short-term capital gain. Now let's go to the next one, which is long-term capital gain for equity oriented mutual fund. Understand that this is an equity oriented mutual fund or shares. This is not a debt oriented or a hybrid mutual fund which is having more exposure toward debt. So let's click on this and then add details. So under this you will have to fill in the long-term capital gain and then deductions and the total capital gains received. So notice that these are disabled. So first of all you will have to click on this view schedule 112A. Click on this and you can either use the template to upload or you can click on the button and upload one by one. Let's see first the one by one method. Click on add details. Herein you will have to first of all select whether the share or mutual fund unit was purchased before or after 31st January 2018. This is because the grandfathering concept was introduced then, and accordingly your details will be calculated. If it was before, then you will have to fill in all the details related to ISIN code, name of the share and cost and fair market price and everything else. If it is after 31st January, it becomes very easy. You do not have to do anything. You just have to mention the cost of acquisition and expenditure and full value. So let me show you both the options. First of all, after 31st January 2018. Now let's go back to our Zerodha profit loss account. Here notice that we do not have the date value here, so we do not know which of these long-term trades happened before 31st January 2018 and after 31st January 2018. So there is no way to find those here. So for that you have to go to the first worksheet, which is the trade-wise exits. Here if you scroll to the top, you will see that you have a purchase date. So basis this you can try to find out what is your purchase date. Is it before 31st January 2018 or after that? Just click on this and create a filter, and on this filter entry date click on sort. So basis this you will see that for me my purchase of all the stocks have been from 2020. There was no stock which I purchased before 2020. So in this particular case it's all after 31st January 2018, and then I have to give the cost of acquisition, expenditure and full value. So it will again be the same process as I explained for short term. Just go here and select all the values here. So what I'll do is I'll click on sum and I'll select all the long-term trades which I have done, and then I'll copy the formula to all the remaining columns as well, and I'll just highlight this in yellow to differentiate it and make it easier for everyone to understand. So the first is cost of acquisition. Cost of acquisition is the purchase cost, which is 137495. 137495. The second is expenditure in connection with transfers. So all the other expenses which you have, which is 74.75, I'll round it off to 75, and the full value of consideration, which is the sale price, which selling price is 300,701. 300,701. I will click on save here and it should show me all the details related to 300,701. So my total balance is a profit of 1.63 lakhs, which is the same as what is captured here in Zerodha, 1.63 lakhs. And if you go to top also, it will show a long-term profit of 1.63 lakhs. So this is all matching, and hence we have correctly fill the details here. Now let's also understand what happens if you had anything before 31st January 2018. Click on add another. Let's go to value of before 31st January 2018 and then see how it works. So in this case, first of all, you have to enter the ISIN code. So go back to Zerodha profit loss. Trade-wise exit the first worksheet. Now let's say for example this Tata Steel, I am marking it in yellow. This I had purchased maybe on 2017. So this is before 31st January 2018, which is what we are trying to see here. So for example, I have TCS here. I purchased this on 2016 and this I purchased on 2017. Let me highlight these two here. We'll see the example here. So first is Tata Steel. So 25 units have been purchased and sale price per share unit. So sale price will be here. So sale value is 31,575. So 31,575 is the total sale value. I divide this by the total quantity. 1263 is my total sale price per share unit. 1263. Okay. Next is the cost of acquisition, which is the cost of purchase. Buy value is 6875, which is the total value. So 6875 by 25, which is 275. 275 is my total cost of purchase. And then fair market value per share as on 31st January 2018. So this particular data is not available here because all my stocks are purchased after 31st January, but you see a column here called the fair market value, so you will get the value from here. Otherwise you can also check the value of fair market value for Tata Steel. Let's go to internet. Fair market value of Tata Steel on 31st Jan 2018. So you can see Business Standard, which is a good site, or you can go to BSC, and on BSC click on equity with ISIN. It will be easier to find out. Okay, let's so it will download a folder. Just unzip this and open this here. Click on filter. We have to find out Tata Steel, so let's search Tata Steel. Okay, so Tata Steel is close is 705.05. So this is the value of 31st January 2018. You can fill in this particular value here in your 705. Next is the expenditure which is associated with Tata Steel purchase. So our expenditure was expenditure is not mentioned here. If you want expenditure, you can go to Tata Steel here, and then maybe you can just add the values of expenditure. It's all 0. It was not mentioned, so for me it is 0. And then basis that the full value of consideration is already captured as the sale value, which is 31,575, which we have already seen here. So 31,575 is your sale value. Click on add. Let's see whether it comes properly or not. Tata Steel sale price 31,575 is the total sale value, 31,575, and cost of acquisition is 17,000. This is wrong because cost of acquisition here is 6875, but since we were considering the historical data, this is 705. This has calculated. So what it has done is 705 into 25, which is 17,625, which is the value here. Then cost of acquisition is 275, which is basically your 6875 by 25. 275, and if long-term capital asset, then this 17,625 is here, and fair market value is 705. So basis that it's calculated here, and the profits are calculated here. So this is the way you can update the values on or before 31st January and after 31st January. Let me delete this because for me everything is after 31st January, and we have seen that the values do match for everything. So 1.63 lakhs is the total profit, and 1.63 lakhs is what is shown. 1.63 lakh is what is shown here. Now there is one more variant of this. Suppose you have purchased on different dates before 31st January 2018 and the price value is different, then you have to fill them separately, independently, one by one. So once you have filled in all the details here, click on confirm. I will also show you how to use the template, download CSV template to upload the form directly instead of doing it one by one. But maybe I'll create a separate video on that and I'll share the link later on. Hope you found this video useful. Please remember to like, subscribe and share. Until next time, this is Nishant signing off. Bye, take care, tada.